Good morning, children. Children, today we will start another topic from your chapter number 7, and that will be financial and non-financial incentive of motivation. But before discussing about this topic, we will just have a very small discussion about COVID-19, which is recently going on. Now, children, COVID-19, it's not only our country facing this, but this is faced by each and every country, and we can say the whole world is facing this COVID 19 issue. Students, we all know that yet we don't have any medicine or there is no vaccine for COVID 19. So, what should be our appropriate behavior toward it to protect not only to us but even to our family members, our neighborhood, our society, state, our country, and even the whole world also. There are three things which are very important, children, which you should follow, and you should tell other also to follow it very strictly. And that is first thing, to wear mask. You should wear mask. You should say other also to wear mask, and it should be wear in a proper manner. When you wear mask, it should be wear in such a way that your mouth and nose both are covered by it. Second thing is washing your hand. You can wash your hand even from soap also, and if you are outside from the house, you can use sanitizer for that. The third thing is maintaining social distance, which is very important. You should have a proper social distance from each other, that is 6 feet of distancing. If we will go through with these three behavior, if we follow these three appropriate behavior of COVID-19, we can able to control COVID-19, we can able to save ourselves, we can able to save our family members, we can able to save our society and our country. So children, today just take a pledge that you will save yourself and you will let other also save from COVID-19. So with this, I hope you have understood that what are the appropriate behavior which we have to face in our daily life to protect ourselves and other people also from COVID-19. So let's start our topic of your today, and that will be financial and non-financial incentive. I'll just give you a quick review that what we have done in the previous video. So student, in the previous video, we have talked about a very important theory, and that was a Maslow hierarchy theory. And we can say Maslow need hierarchy theory of motivation. It means what Maslow think about a motivational theory. So this theory of Maslow has been divided into 5 steps. According to Maslow, he said that every human being have certain needs, and to complete these needs they get motivated and did that work which they are supposed to do. Maslow has said the need started from the basic need, which we call as a basic need and psychological need, that is the hunger. In point of organization, it is the salary of a employee. Once the basic psychological need completed, then the human being another need arise, and that is safety and security need. The safety and security need say security and protection from physical and emotional harm and stability of income. In case of organizational term, if we go through with the safety and security need, it's basically pension, right? Because the pension provide security to the employee once he or she get retired. The third is affiliation and belongingness need. Children, I'm not going very deeply in that because this all we have already learned in our previous video. So the third is affiliation and belongingness need. According to this need, Maslow has said that once the safety and security need of a human being satisfied, the third need arise, that is affiliation and belongingness. In this need, it refers basically providing a sense of belongingness or acceptance and from friendship acceptance from the friends and from the society. If we go through with the organizational term, it say that every employee need a proper relationship with the other employee. Next is the STEAM need. According to this need of Maslow, he said that STEAM need basically include like respect, autonomy, status, recognition and attention from the society. And in term of organization context, it's a recognition of good performance, providing a good job title, providing opportunity to the employee. So these all are STEAM needs. Once this get over and once this is satisfied, the employee go through with the last need, and that is called self actualization need. This is the top level need of any human being, and this need basically say the self fulfillment way all the needs of human beings are fulfilled, that is growth, the self fulfillment or achievement of the goal. It basically say way that whatever a human being want to become, when he is capable of becoming that, we say that the person has self actualization need is fulfilled. In term of organizational context, we can say achievement of goal. Whatever our goal is there as an employee to work into the organization, once we achieve that, we say our self actualization need is completed. So this is all about the Maslow hierarchy theory of motivation, which we have discussed in the previous video. Now today we will be discussing about the financial and non financial incentive. Now children, first let's start what is incentive. So incentive is what? Incentive basically means all those measures or all those method, all those way, all those steps by which we are able to motivate people to improve their performance, we call that इंसेंटिव मीन्स वो सारे मेथड, वो सारे मेजर्स जिसके थ्रू हम ह्यूमन बीइंग को उनके काम को, उनके परफॉर्मेंस को इम्प्रूव करने के लिए मोटिवेट करते हैं, ऑल दीज मेजर्स आर कॉल्ड एज called as incentive. Now incentives are basically divided into two parts, and that is financial incentive and non-financial incentive. This topic is very easy. Now financial incentive, as its name is saying, financial means which will be related to money. It means in the context of existing economic system, if we talk about, money has become a means to satisfy the physical need of daily life and also obtaining social position and power. It means we all know that money is a very important mean by which we can satisfy our daily need. It can be a physical need, it can be a daily need, or it can be any social position and any another power also. And the children, reason behind this is what? The reason behind this is that because money has a purchasing power, right? So financial incentive, we can define that it refer to all those incentive, all those measure which are in direct monetary form or which can be measured in a term of money, right? So we called it financial incentive. It means वो सारे measures जिसको हम मनी के टर्म में मेज़र कर सकते हैं और मॉनेटरी टर्म में होती हैं, जो मोटिवेट करती हैं लोगों को, वो कहलाती हैं हमारी फाइनेंशियल इंसेंटिव. नाउ फॉर एग्जांपल पे एंड अलाउंसेस, ये क्या है? आपका फाइनेंशियल इंसेंटिव है. वाई? बिकॉज हाउ अ एम्प्लॉय इज गेटिंग motivated here to work. When employee is getting good pay, it means good money, good salary, good allowances. So what is this? We are motivating a employee by giving him good pay. It means measure हमारा क्या हुआ यहाँ पे? We are using a measure of finance to motivate the performance of employee. That's why pay and allowances are a financial incentive. Now what can be pay or allowances? Every employee's salary is the basic monetary incentive. Now salary include basic pay also. It include dearness allowances also, that we call DA in short form. Now salary system basically means regularly when we have given a regular increment to the employee, when we give a good pay, good allowances to the employee get motivated for the increment of its performance. So hey, we are increasing the performance of an employee, we are motivating the employee to perform well by providing him financial, that is monetary, that we can say as a form of pay or allowances. So you have to keep one thing in your mind, that wherever you are motivating a person by the help of providing direct money, which we can able to measure also in term of monetary, we will say that all these measures, all these incentive are financial incentive. So first one is pay and allowances. The second one is productivity linked incentive scheme. Productivity linked or incentive scheme, or it can be say wages incentive. Wages incentive basically say is that if a person is more productive, if a person is more productive basically means he is working more properly, he is able to produce more thing in using less input, where the less resources are used by employee to produce more thing. So we said it, a person is more productivity, right? So in that case we can increase his wages, we can increase his salary according to the productivity ratio. So again what we are doing, we are encouraging him to work more productivity by providing him more wages. Next is bonus. Bonus is an incentive offer over and above the wages salary to the employee. It means bonus is something extra to the salary. It is something above to the salary or wages. So this is again a form of financial incentive, because we are encouraging employee here by providing extra money. Now profit sharing. Profit sharing is also one of the financial incentive, because profit sharing basically means to provide a share to the employee in the profit of the organization. It means if our organization is getting profit, we are giving or we are sharing that profit with the employee of the organization, right? So this is doing what? This is serving, or this is motivating the employee to improve their performance and contributing to the increase in the profit. Next is co-partnership or stock option. Now co-partnership and stock option is also one of the financial incentive. Why? Because here what we are doing under these instant incentive schemes, employee are offered company share at a set price which is lower than the market price. Means the share which we are selling into the market, we are giving these shares to employee of our organization also, but we are giving these shares, we are selling these share to our employee into less price, which we are giving actually into the market. So this is all what? This all by which we are providing a monetary help to the employee of our organization. Next is retirement benefit. Now there can be a several retirement benefit which we can provide to the employee in form of money, like PF, that we call provident fund, pension, gratuity. So these all are what? These all are the incentive when they service in our organization. Once their service is over, we provide all these benefit to the employee, and we call it retirement benefit. Next is perquisite. Now these are in, it's happened in many company that they provide a perquisite, or we can say fringe benefits, इनको हम बोलते हैं fringe benefits, which are offered such as providing car allowances, you have listened, providing the house allowances, medical allowances, education allowances to the children free. So these all are the extra thing which we are providing in form of providing money to them. So this is all about financial incentive, means all those measures which by which we can encourage or improve the performance of employee in a form of providing them monetary terms, or which can be measured in form of money. Next is the non-financial incentive. Now as the name is saying, non-financial incentive means all those need of individuals which are not satisfied by money. It means we cannot say that all the needs of a employee or all the needs of a human being can be satisfied by money. There are lots of needs which cannot be satisfied by money directly, right? Like psychological need, the social need, the emotional need. So these are certain needs which we cannot satisfy by money, right? So all these type of needs we require non-financial incentive. Now what are the different non-financial incentive which we cannot able to measure in term of money? We can say non-financial incentive, Like first is status. What type of non-financial incentive a employee need? A employee can need status into the organization. It means every employee need good salary, but when they are asking for a good salary, it's a financial need. But when an employee, instead of asking for a good salary, want a good status into the organization, want good rank into the organization, good position into the organization, a good authority, responsibility, recognition, reward, these all come inside status. Now because they are not able to measurable in term of money, we set them non-financial incentive. Second is organizational climate. There are certain employee, those who have more choices about the organizational climate. They want a good climate, good atmosphere of the organization in which they are going to work, so that the behavior of an employee can be in a positive form. So this is again something which we cannot be able to measure in form of money. So this is non-financial incentive. Third is career and advancement opportunity. Every individual want to grow to the high level of the organization. Now managers should provide opportunity to the employee to improve their skills and to promote to the high level job. So there will be many employees who, instead of asking for a good salary, they want to work into that organization where they will get more opportunity to develop their career. So that is career advancement opportunity. Here again, the career means they are going to work into that organization where they will get more time to learn, where they will get more opportunity to learn instead of giving more important to money. So that's why we will say this is again the another non-financial incentive. Next is job enrichment. Now, job enrichment is concerned with designing job that include greater variety of work content. It require higher level of knowledge and skill and give worker more autonomy and responsibility and provide opportunity for personal growth and a meaningful work experience. It means job opportunity basically say that it is also one of the non-financial incentive because it's not cannot be able to measure in term of money. Job enrichment means the employee is giving more important to work into that organization where the job is more interesting, where he can able to learn lot of thing, where there are greater variety of work content, where the knowledge can be more, the skill can be more, where more freedom is given to the employee to work according to his own way. So he want to work in that organization. So if we are providing a job enrichment to the employee to encourage him to increase his performance, so this is again one of the non financial incentive. Next is employee recognition and program. Now employee recognition and program, we can say simply that acknowledgement of employee work. Now most of the people have a need for acknowledgement of their work. Now they feel that what they do should be recognized by other. It means whatever work they are doing, and if they are doing good work, the people or the employee want their work recognition. They want that the top level people acknowledge their work, right? And this acknowledgement can, we can understand acknowledgement in simple term of appreciation, right? It means if an employee is working properly, they want appreciation from the top level people. Now how they can appreciate it? They can be appreciated by congratulating the employee for their good performance. They can be appreciated or acknowledged by displaying their name on the notice board for their achievement, by installing award or certificate for the best performance, by distributing mementos and complimentaries and lots of things, by providing rewards to the employee. So these all are the way by which we can able to acknowledge our employee, and this is again not able to measure in form of money. That's why it is non financial incentive. Next is job security. This is very important non financial incentive which every employee want, and this basically say that every employee want that their job is safe. They cannot be fired anytime whenever the top level people think. So they want the stability of their job and stability of their future. So this is again the another form of non financial incentive. And the last is employee participation second last is employee participation. This is the second last form of non-financial incentive. It basically say it means involving employee into the decision making of issue which are related with the organization. Means every employee in non-financial incentive want that whenever there is any decision taken from the organization side, they their involvement is also there. If the top level people also ask or take a suggestion from the employee, those who are working into the middle level and lower level. And the last is employee empowerment. Employee empowerment basically say that giving more autonomy and powers to the subordinate. They want more freedom so that they can make people feel that their job are important, and this feeling will positively change their skill and they can be able to perform more betterly. So children, today we have just gone through with the different measure by which we can able to encourage the people, we can able to improve the performance of the employee. These are the financial incentive and non-financial incentive. Financial incentive are all those incentive which are directly in term of money or which can be measured in a form of money. Non-financial incentive are all those which emphasizes, which provide a satisfaction of psychological, emotional, and it cannot be measured in term of money. That's all. In the next video we'll talk about the leadership